Sector 3 Studios, formerly known as Simbin Studios, have been working on RaceRoom Racing Experience and done some big updates recently. One of those updates includes the stealthy option of DK2 support. Now it's worth saying that it's not full DK2 support, and this is more sort of it appears to be more of a work in progress developer access VR mode, so a lot of the features aren't there. The interface doesn't work with the DK2 properly, and it's a little bit sketchy, so if you were looking for full-on DK2 support, you probably have to wait until the developer actually announces it properly and it's official. But for now, it's interesting to just jump in and just give it a little look and see how well, or see what it's like with the DK2 at this point in time. I just joined an online game, and we're in the Saline at the RaceRoom Raceway. What's really nice with RaceRoom as well is that this car and track are completely free, so when they actually release the DK2 support officially, you'll be able to just jump into a driving game, rather like Live for Speed, and have some fantastic VR racing. Now, as you can probably see, I'm sat in a rather wonky position. That's because the centering of the camera doesn't seem to work properly right now. There might be a button for it, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to sit around. I'm really in this video, as I say, because it is such early access and it really is like an alpha preview of their DK2. It's more just a case of just looking at how awesome, again, VR is with driving games at a basic level, and just how you can appreciate all the details that the developers have put into their car models at a basic level. I mean, just look at this. All the little 3D knobs and buttons, they don't do anything in this simulator, but you know, you can really appreciate the cockpit details that you just don't really tend to see when you're on a normal screen. And I really do, even though this isn't lined up properly and I'm in the wrong position, I feel a bit like a hobbit. Despite that, I really do feel like I'm sat in a car, and every single time it is a really crazy experience. Just to feel like you're in a vehicle when you're not actually in a vehicle, it just completely boggles my mind. There's a little fire extinguisher, and there's some looks like some batteries. God knows what they put in this car. The shifter knob there looks real. Looks like it's there, like I could actually touch it. Unfortunately, I exist in reality and not VR, so I have to use my G25 and not the real thing, or the virtual real thing. And even the developers even textured and modelled the brake and gas pedal, which on a normal screen you really don't see. But, you know, it's just fantastic. Let's do a little bit of driving. I'm going to reiterate it again for probably the 6th time. This is not their final DK2 launch. This is literally it was probably almost an accident that they left it in the Steam version and that people could access it. But even so, a nice thing with RaceRoom Racing Experience is that it runs really well whilst looking pretty decent. You know, it's not the best of looking at games, but it's, you know, the lighting's really nice, the shadows are nice and crisp, and crucially, as I say, it runs really fast. So people, again, like Live for Speed, if you're on a moderate system, RaceRoom will be a really good VR experience, allowing you to hit that crucial 75 FPS. On not needing state-of-the-art graphics cards. Look at the little traffic cones. Oh, that is so fun. Oh, they're all like bouncing off the bonnet and making a really satisfying. Well, you can obviously hear the sound, really satisfying, plasticky, bumpy sound. Fantastic. Well, a really noticeable thing with VR and the DK2 as well is you really get to feel the track bumps. You can really see the track bumps and the track hills and the slopes and the cambers of the road is far, far, far more apparent in 3D than it is in 2D. And this RaceRoom track, which is a fictional track, you know, it's based in, as you can see, there's mountains everywhere. It's a really hilly and undulating track. And that is really, really magnified by the DK2. And again, in Live for Speed as well, and other games where you sort of are roller coasters. But in driving simulators, you really do get this roller coaster feeling that's really satisfying as you're zooming along a track. Let's actually drive a little bit faster. It's very hard driving whilst peering over the dashboard. It's as if an 8-year-old child has hijacked a powerful race car and has somehow got it onto a racetrack, and no one seems to care. There's no responsible adults in race room land. The crowd are loving it. They've never seen an 8-year-old drive a race car before. But it really does feel like you're on some kind of crazy roller coaster. And it's awesome that VR offers that, because prior to VR, either you had to get in a real race car, which obviously is not exactly that accessible, or go to a theme park and ride a roller coaster to get a similar sort of feeling. Obviously you don't get the G-forces, but you get that same, there is this in the stomach feel you get from driving a simulator with the DK2. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so weird driving like this, peering over the dashboard. I'm sure, I don't know how long it'll be until they get the full release of the DK2 support for RaceRoom, but they did say recently in a video, Sector 3 said it is a priority of theirs and it's something that they're looking at doing soon, even before proper 3-screen support. So it's nice that they, for me, and anyone that's used a DK2, you know, really you can see that for driving simulators especially, the DK2 really is the future. 3 screens work fantastic, there's nothing wrong with them, and I'm sure a lot of people will prefer 3 screens over DK2 for various reasons. But for the average consumer, and even those that love driving simulators and just want a more immersive and, quite frankly, just a bloody brilliant experience, the DK2 is amazing. So it's really good that Sector 3 is supporting that as a priority. Just ridiculous. I just wish everyone could get a DK2. And the thing is, with the Oculus Connect is on right now, and they've just shown a new version of the Oculus Rift. It's not the consumer version, but it's the next one along from the DK2, which they're not going to sell. It's just sort of their public internal prototype, if you like. And everyone is going absolutely crazy about it. Apparently they've almost eliminated screen door. It looks as if the screen might even be 4K or 1440p at least. And apparently it's as much of a leap from the DK1 to the DK2 as it, you know, from the DK2 to this new one. And then they think that the CV1, the consumer version, which should be out in a year or so, or 9 months or so, they think it's going to be an even bigger leap. Hello. Just standing there with my safety vehicle, moped, and little tractor thing. I mean, it's just, VR just makes the world that you're inhabiting with the 3D space seem like a real space. I've driven this track for about 10 hours doing their hot lap competitions on a normal screen, and it just doesn't feel the same. I mean, look, I never noticed, for example, that door was actually inset. I thought, playing on a monitor, I thought those details were just textures, but actually they're modelled a little bit. And you notice that on a DK2. Obviously I am stopped, to be fair. I have stopped the car now, I'm looking around. But the DK2 makes you do that. It makes you want to look around. It makes you want to take in the 3D world and enjoy the 3D space. It's just incredible. But RaceRoom Racing Experience, there's not really that much more to say. Let's just talk with it, looking around. DK2 definitely lets you experience the details far better. It's going to be amazing when they properly support it. As I say, again, this is not really a public DK2 launch, so you might want to wait until you try it, unless you want to fiddle. It took quite a while to get it working properly for me. But absolutely fantastic. I mean, I just can't wait for more games to support the DK2. Let's see if we can change view and I wonder if there's a... Oh, there we go. Let's go from behind the car. Oh my god. I was going to stop there, but this is incredible. I can actually see where I'm going a lot better without having to sit up. This is probably not the most advisable way to drive. I feel like I'm Oh my god. I feel like I'm floating behind some kind of full-size remote control car. Again, the car model looks absolutely fantastic in 3D. You really can appreciate the art and modelling work that's gone into this, and the reflections on the vehicle look incredible. It looks really understeer, chronic understeer. I really can't drive from the third person, and many people probably argue that I can't drive the first person either. But driving from the third person is so hard compared to being in a car. But do you know what? If you play this game with a joystick, and RaceRoom's actually really good at accommodating lots of different types of players. If you play this with a joystick, this is really fun in and of itself. I mean, I just can't wait for all the different types. Whoa, I'm flying! Oh my god, that was a bit extreme. Oh, this looks awesome! You can see the car driving along. I feel like I'm in some kind of one of those little hexacopters flying around. Oh dear. And to think that the new Oculus Rift is going to be even better than this. Oh, this is... I feel like I'm on some kind of floating RC plane now. This is... Whoa! Now the floor, floor looks real. What is going on? I feel like I'm on drugs or something. But that is RaceRoom Racing Experience with the DK2. At this point in time, as I say, wait until they fully implement it. But it looks really promising. I'm really excited. Thanks for watching this. If you want to see more videos, the traffic cone disaster from earlier. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also check out and follow the Facebook page that I'll put a link in the video description. Thank you and goodbye.